What's going on, everybody? Z here. Welcome back. So we're doing something kind of different in this. This is kind of a real life thing-ish. And what we're going to be doing, we're going to be going over the Trello board for Astroneer. So if you guys have seen in the past, they've had a Trello board. It's super cool. And they just did a stream about it. They started using it again. And there's some pretty exciting things on it. So I figured we'd go over it. If you guys don't know about it, I have links everything down below. I have links to Systemera's Twitch, Systemera's YouTube. Absolutely, but yeah, I just kind of want to get in and look at this stuff, kind of go whatever I'm thinking and what the future of Astroneer has. So yeah, if you guys enjoy, definitely leave a like. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe as well. I appreciate the support as always. So let's start this. This is really weird because I don't have headphones on and I sound completely different. But so as you can see, we're on the Trello board here and we have well, there's a roadmap guidelines, right? Everything is subject to change. So everything you see here could be completely different, could change completely. So everything you see here is just like, it's a rough draft, rough idea. So yeah, let's get into it, shall we? So we have post 1.0 patches right here. We have network performance improvements. Absolutely. You know, there's a lot of stuff going on with like multiplayer, stuff like that. And I feel like that's what they're kind of, you know, addressing here. Tether system optimizations. So we had this in the past. It used to be really bad. It used to be really bad. Like back in early alpha beta. I think it was early beta, like early access, right? Tethers would kill the game. So they worked really hard to get those fixed and it helped a lot. So, you know, along the way they kind of got that figured out. So with 1.0, they're trying to get it even better because tethers, obviously, when you place those down or where they're absolutely everywhere, and that's like a player placed object. So that's coming. Crash fixes, obviously there's so many crashes just randomly. The zebra ball crashed in the game. You guys caught that on live stream. If you didn't catch it on live stream, definitely check out the Twitch. And then bug. Players launched into space if use button is pressed multiple times when entering seat. I haven't had that so much. I don't know that it was necessarily correlated with multiple presses to enter a seat, but I have been launched into space before when like sliding, so maybe that'll be the thing. This one right here, bugs. Sometimes vehicles will remain stationary despite being powered. The vehicles are sleeping. The vehicles are sleeping. Don't wake them up. So that will be good right here. Sorry. Objects may fall through the terrain when player moves from them. We've all seen that. You know, you leave your rover, you come back, it's halfway in the ground. Absolutely, yeah. We know what's going on there. Delve greedily and deep, achievement not unlocked when reaching the mantle of layer planet. So I don't know when this bug happened. I have it myself. I got it, no problem. There is a bug though. I can't get the multiplayer going to the center of the planet on the multiplayer, which is, by the way, the only achievement I'm waiting on before we get that sweet gold palette, right? I haven't even seen it. I haven't looked. I know there's like leaks out there for it. I haven't looked at it. I want to see it myself for the first time. So yeah, spoiler for myself, I guess. But and then so that's their priorities. That's what they want to do next. That's like they're hitting that hard. They're gonna do that. Those are things. The Wanderer update. Ooh, this sounds exciting. So new adventure. I don't know what that means exactly. I don't know if it means maybe a new planet. I wouldn't go as far as saying a new planet. Maybe a new planet. Maybe a new planet. I don't know. New adventure though is really weird because there's not like necessarily a very I don't want to say there's not a storyline, but there's not a very well implemented storyline. You know what I'm saying? So the only way to kind of see the storyline is if you play the tutorial, you see that you're going, or with the trailer, right? You're going with a whole bunch of Astroneers, you get hit, you get stranded away from your other people, and you're essentially trying to get back to the rest of the Astroneers. So I don't know. I honestly, this one I don't know. Leave your comments down below. So I'm pretty curious to see what happens with that. New suit and palette. Always excited about new suits and new palettes. I don't have the last palette right now, but we have all of them up to the last palette. So the Galaxy palette, super cool, animated, looks great. I don't know if it hinders. I don't know if it hinders any performance like problems or not. I don't know. I use it all the time, so I mean, it is what it is. But I think this one's funny. Horns for vehicles. So we always joked about in the past, right? We always joked about, it's like, oh, it'd be so cool if you could like ride around and go beep beep, you know, it'd be so fun. So that's something I feel like would be simple. Maybe not from a development standpoint, but definitely looks cool. And then Exodynamics personal mobility object. Kind of sounds like a jetpack. I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to speculate, but that sounds like a jetpack. Personal mobility object. Personal mobility. You need to get up somewhere higher, easier, more efficiently. I'm telling you, jetpack right here. The Wanderer update, jetpack. I feel like it's coming. I really hope it is. You guys know, if you've been watching the channel for any time of period, you know that I've wanted the jetpack since day one. Like, oh my gosh, I've wanted it since day one. So I'm pretty excited about that. There's no timelines for any of this stuff. Again, this is all relatively fluid. It could change, it could not change, like it could be completely different. We have no idea. So it seems like that's probably the next update, because we have the post 1.0 patch priorities. This is what they're working on. This is what they want to get done like as quick as possible. I feel like that's what they want to get done. They want the game to be playable. They want it to be enjoyable for everyone. And I get it. People on Xbox, if you're on Xbox, I believe if you're on the One or the One S, then it's not as playable. It's really framey. I haven't tried it myself. I really need to though. I really just need to try it, because I know a lot of people are like, oh, don't try it. If you're playing on PC, you don't even try it. I need to try it so I can connect with the people that are having the issues. You know what I mean? Because this is a game that is very deeply embedded in Z1 gaming as a whole. So I want to be able to kind of speak on those things and understand what people are going through. So I might try to do some of that, maybe a live stream. I don't know. Like, I haven't really messed with the whole like capture card to a console with the delay and all that stuff, but that might be something we do in the future. I don't know. We'll see. So personal mobility object, that seems exciting. But then we have the multiplayer update. Now I'm not clicking on all of these because a lot of them don't have anything, but dedicated servers, come on. An expansion of Astroneer's multiplayer capabilities, including dedicated servers and player profile persistence. So a lot of people have been asking me specifically, they're like, hey, are you gonna have a dedicated server? Are you gonna do this? Are you gonna play with people? Absolutely. So I haven't figured it out because we don't have dedicated servers yet. But my plan going forward is, if we do get dedicated servers, I don't know how many people it's gonna hold. I'm gonna be guessing maybe 6 to 8 people at a time. That would be ideal. Maybe less, maybe a couple more. It's not gonna be like a Minecraft server though that can hold like hundreds of people, because I mean, realistically, let's face it, like I play on my PC, which, I mean, it's not the greatest PC in the world, but I have a, you know, i9-9900K 8-core CPU, a GTX 1080, and I play with one other person, and I'm getting like 30 FPS. So I'm just saying, like, realistically, what are we gonna see? I don't know. I'm hoping that's a thing. We'll see. I don't know. But so dedicated servers, absolutely, and I'll let you guys know. I will. Best way to stay up to date, again, is in the Discord, my Discord. I'll have a link down below. I have a link to all my social down below. We have Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, especially Twitch, because we stream 3 times a week. So if you guys want to catch some live gameplay stuff, that's a good time. And then crossplay between Steam and Xbox via dedicated servers. This comes up a lot, and a lot of people always ask me, they're like, oh, what are you playing on? I always play on Steam. I'm on Steam all the time. So Windows 10 and Xbox can crossplay right now. Oh, that's already a thing for them. However, Steam cannot play with any of those individuals, which for me isn't a huge deal yet. Because multiplayer is so in its early stages, let's say. Let's say it's in its early stages. So that's why it hasn't been a huge thing for me. I would love to be able to play with people on Xbox. I'd love to be able to play with people on the Windows 10 store. I never got it through Windows 10. I don't honestly know who uses Windows 10 store. Like, you have Steam and Epic Games and Origin, like, in EA. Like, why would you? I don't know. Anyways, so that's the thing. And then in-game server browsing and favorites. So once servers do go up, right, you're gonna have similar to, I'm gonna compare it to some games that are kind of out there, not really related, but like maybe, you know, like Ark, right? You go in there, you can search for servers, you can see servers that are online, you can see how many players in them. I'm guessing it's gonna be somewhere in the ish of that, maybe. I don't know. Again, this is all speculation for me because I have no idea. I know as much information as you do. Sometimes I get information a little earlier so I can bring it to you to kind of raise that hype, you know, hype, what's up? Yeah, yeah, that's kind of what I see, because right now you go into the user interface, you got like who's online and who you can join. And that's about it. So eventually they're going to be adding a new tab. It's going to be, I'm guessing there's going to be some kind of sort feature, so you can go through like where the server location is and all that kind of fun stuff. And then server management and moderation. I don't think any of these things really have anything on them. I think they have a little notes deal right here if they do. So server management and moderation. That's going to be key for me specifically, maybe not me directly. I rely on my moderators to do a lot of work, and I got to give a huge shout out to my moderators, Techie, Gina, you guys, my wife, like they're killing it, because I don't necessarily have the time to necessarily focus on the moderation side of things. I'm focusing on trying to get the gameplay out, trying to get the entertainment recorded, trying to get it edited, things like that. So it's a huge help to them that they moderate. They moderate the Discord, they moderate the well, you used to do YouTube Live. We don't do YouTube Live anymore. If you guys want to see live gameplay, you gotta go over to Twitch. It's just how it is. I'm sorry, it is what it is. But they moderate the Twitch. It's super fantastic. It's great when they're there. They're all very nice. Everybody's like super easygoing, super fantastically amazing. Super fantastically amazing. What's up? Also, face reveal. If you guys didn't know like what I looked like, this is what I look like. Surprise! Hopefully you're not disappointed. So okay, moving on from there. The creative update right here. Standalone creative mode. Creative mode, right? Like everybody likes your creative mode, so they like to build what they can. They like to, you know, they just like to do, you know, creative stuff. Absolutely. So that could be fun. I'm not a creative mode kind of person. I don't know why. I've like Minecraft creative mode. I've never done it ever. I don't think I've ever played a creative mode of Minecraft just to like build something just for funsies. I've never done it. I've always done survival, but I like the aspect of getting in survival where you can get to the point where you can almost be creative. You know what I mean? Like you can get to the point where you're like doing a lot of stuff and you can do pretty much whatever you want towards the end of the gameplay. That's more of my style. So creative mode, cool. You know, whatever. I mean, I don't know how far they're going to go into creative mode either. Like, I don't know if you're just going to be able to like unlock everything and just go at it, but new terrain brushes, new augments, which actually kind of correlates into True Flat 2.0. So I'm tying these two together. I'm sorry. I'm tying them together. But new terrain brushes, True Flat 2.0. They kind of go hand in hand. I feel like they go hand in hand. So what I'm thinking is, if you guys know right now, you can't get True Flat. Like True Flat is almost impossible. Zelly, I haven't tried myself, but I know Bro Zelly Gaming, great guy. He does all the True Flat stuff. He used to do all the True Flat stuff. To this point, I still do not think he's managed to get True Flat with the new Terrain 2.0, which might not be a huge deal to some people, but other people, it might be a giant deal. It might be a big deal because it was really fun making those super flat walls, making those bigger boxier structures, making the buildings kind of look, you know what I mean? That was a big deal. I made a series on just True Flat and it was fun for a while, but then, I mean, you know what I mean? It kind of took away from like the gameplay of it. So I would be excited to see True Flat, and I imagine the new terrain brushes that we have right here are going to be essentially how to get True Flat. You put this augment on or mod on your terrain tool, boom, you're getting True Flat. Boom, you're getting 45s, you're getting 90s, you're getting 180s, you're getting the angles that you want so you can build what you want and you can craft the structure or build the structure that you want, you know? So that's what I'm thinking. Also, yeah, this is the first time recording with this camera, so hopefully it's good. And none of this is scripted, by the way, so I'm just going off the top of my head. Absolutely. So okay, and then and this is standing, the camera's like on like an arm, so I'm trying not to move my desk because it has been shaky, so I'm not trying to do that. But hey, if it happens, it happens. So I do apologize if the camera looks shaky. That's why. I 100% transparent with you guys, right? Like what I do, I try to tell you exactly what I'm doing. Usability and accessibility improvements. What does this mean? I could feel like a few ways with it. One thing that I would specifically like to see with I don't know if it's necessarily usability and accessibility, but I would like the ability to not necessarily turn VSync on to limit your frames. I'd like to see a frame limit on there, like in the menu options, you'd be able to select maximum frame limit, things like that, because VSync doesn't always work as good as it should. Yeah, you know. So I would like to see that specifically for me would be nice. The fact they added in a ton of other options though is absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So other than that, usability, accessibility improvements, I don't know really what they're going to try to change. Maybe it'll be more for Xbox side than PC side. I don't know. Because I mean, I can already remap the keys. I can already do pretty much everything I want except for the frames, the frame limiting, things like that. That's it. That's pretty much it. But now we're going to move into some of the way out there things. Again, these aren't things that are I don't actually, if you go over here, if we go over here, I want to go over here. Everything to the left of potential future update columns are features and improvements that we are actively designing and developing. However, the columns will not list every single thing that we're doing. We want to leave some surprises. The potential futures update column lists some ideas that we're interested in pursuing in the future, as well as ideas we've heard from people, right? So they're listening to us. They're listening to players. Absolutely. We can see that already from a few things. Specifically, storms are gone. Storms are gone. Nobody liked the storms, so the storms are gone for now. They're redoing them. They're like, okay, people didn't like this. They're listening to what we're saying, which is great. And as far as the developer goes, that's amazing. Absolutely amazing. So they're listening to us. Second thing, waiting for the planet orbit. Do you guys, I don't know if you guys played early access or not. If you didn't get in early access, well, you used to have to wait for the planets to get close enough to each other before you could actually select the planet to shuttle off to. So sometimes, depending on which planets you're going to, it could take upwards of 20 minutes that you literally just have to sit there and wait for the planets to orbit to get close enough to go, which was terrible. So that's gone. That doesn't exist anymore. You can immediately go to wherever planet you want, which is great. So some things like that. But again, potential future updates and everything forward from here is things that they want to do and they're thinking of doing and maybe have already started, but not necessarily like 100%, you know? So first thing, automation items. This excites me to no end. I would love the ability for the platforms to interconnect and talk to each other. If I have aluminum over next to my my smelter and I need it over 3 platforms away in the the chemistry lab, the chemistry station, I would like it to be able to bring it from there. You know what I mean? I want the whole base to be interconnected. If I have a huge storage module off way whatever, I want to be able to grab from that storage module and make what I need. That would be insane. Also, the fact maybe getting research platforms to be able to automate research. So if you put, you know, if you get a research pod, right? Put it on the research station, you hit the button, it goes, you put 2 research pods on the side if you have a large platform type B, and you still have to put it on there. If it would just automatically grab it and start researching, that would be great. So some things like that would be really exciting. But as far as automation go, I feel like that's kind of it. Maybe more advanced if you have a rover full of stuff. Maybe if you came to an area, there'd be an area like an offloading area where it would automatically take what it could, offload it into a bulk storage, things like that. So that sounds exciting. I'm sorry this video is gonna be kind of long because like I'm literally going through everything. This is day one. So I'm gonna keep an eye on this. I'm gonna keep an eye on the Trello board, and I'm gonna make these update video things like this. If you guys enjoy it, you know, let me know. But maybe once a month, maybe every couple months. It depends on how often it gets updated. So, but continuing on, sorry. So new base building items and modules, always exciting. Can't wait to see what they have. New platforms, new machinery, new like maybe even rovers, new everything. Like it's always exciting, absolutely. Which also kind of goes into the next thing. New size tier objects. We saw during the stream of System Era, they showed a picture of a extra large shredder, a shredder that could shred platforms, whole platforms. Now, I actually didn't watch the stream live because I was getting ready to stream myself, so like it was terrible, but I know, horrible person, I'm sorry. But to me, this means uses for things that we don't currently use. The extra large platform, the big octagon guy, right? I never use the thing. I never use it because I don't have a reason to. There's nothing that requires that much space other than the extra large storage, which is all individual storages, which I don't use because I use the extra large platform type B, which has 10 double slots on it, which if you put storage on there, has 80 single item storage slots, which is insane. So I don't use it. But if they come up with these new tier sizes that requires, instead of a 4-slot platform, like all the platforms currently are, they're all the 4-slot H style platforms, right? You have the 2 and a bar and then the 2. That's the H style slot, right? That's what I consider it. So if you have something that requires more than that, so you have the H style, but then a bar connects to another H style, that an 8-slot spot, that's gonna be something bigger. You're gonna have to use that platform. And that's exciting, that's so exciting. So that's something new, exciting. New resources, always exciting. What are they gonna add? I have no idea. New vehicles and shuttles, awesome. Give me the TIE fighter, that'd be great. Give me some rovers that are like monstrous, which could go over like holes in terrain like way easier. That'd be great, just saying. Interactive and non-interactive decor. So, I mean, I feel like interactive decor is the plants that try to attack you more than anything, maybe. So, player inventory management. Yes, please. Yes, please. I want a system that will auto sort my stuff, which could actually tie into the automation items. If I say that this platform is dedicated to this item, I put it into a main sorting chamber or something. I don't know what it's gonna be called, but you know, a main sorting chamber, it'll automatically go there, which would be great. New suits, new palettes, again, player sharing and trading. I have no idea. I don't even know, like, because we always joke about the trade platform, right? Where's the trade platform go? Maybe a trade platform that could go to another player. You could request something, another player could give you something in return. You know what I mean? So something may be there, but there's one thing that excites me, like out of this list specifically, this one item excites me probably the most. That's the space snails. Just kidding. Cartography in discoverable objects. Cartography specifically though. That's a map. Cartography. The ability to map your location on the planet and know where is what. That would be huge. That would be huge because I'm all the time running around a planet. I'm like, oh, there's a whole bunch of stuff there. I need to remember where that is. And then I just run away and I forget. I do it all the time. People are like, oh, use beacons. And I just don't because, you know, but cartography would be great if there's some kind of like, you know, structure or some kind of like attachment you can throw on your back, that a GPS that maps your location. Maybe Minecraft style-ish where it unlocks as you travel the area, which would kind of also be terrible because I never ever get the maps in Minecraft because I don't know. Storms and weather events, they're gonna try to bring those back eventually, which if done right would be cool. The storms that we previously had, I wasn't a huge fan of because you literally either dug a hole and hid, or you hopped in your shuttle, your vehicle, your whatever, the shelter, and you just hid from it. I didn't like that. I don't like things that stop you from playing the game. You know what I mean? So storms were like that. Waiting for planets to orbit were like that. It was terrible. Those were things that stopped you from playing the game. I didn't like that. And then we have space snails. Space snails, yay! If you guys don't know what space snails are, it was kind of a joke a while back about getting pets in the game so you weren't so lonely. And then I believe it was Joe that said, oh yeah, space snails. And then everybody's like, space snails, space snail. It was great. It was pretty great. But, and then over here we have new features released in 1.0. So these are things that have already been added. We got terrain 2.0. Let's see what refractor of the current terrain system enables performance improvements, diverse biomes with variable density, and richer distribution of resources. As we know, before all the resources used to be distributed in a spherical pattern. So when you saw one, there was a sphere, depending on how much of the ground was cut out, is how much you get. Now it's not like that. Sometimes there's one piece sitting on the surface and we've noticed. But 7 terrain 2.0 plants done. Wind refractor, I mean, wind seems to actually work now. 6 new vehicles and shuttles, 12 new items. We've the big purple system, which is great because everybody calls it the big purple stuff, right? You got your big purples on the outside and you got your big purples on the inside. Little be known, the big purples on the outside are gateways and the big purple on the inside is engines. This is what they're called. That's their technological terms. So I've been trying to use these terms to familiarize everybody with them. We also have the planet names, which does it say? Well, I mean, I guess it's 7 Terrain 2.0 planets. Okay, that's the thing. 7 new suits, 15 new color paths, 3 new visor colors, 12 new dances and modes, update of out-of-game UI, 6 new hazard types. We got all the new plants that try to kill us all the time. Removal of some old types, reskins of old types, things like that. But a puzzle system and 3 new puzzle types. So this one right here, I don't know if they're meaning I feel like they're meaning what it takes to power the cores of the planet, the engines. That's what I feel like they mean by this. And then also the puzzle of activating all of the engines and getting the block to the satellite and activating the satellite. But I don't know if there's any other puzzles that I would... Okay, no. One other puzzle system, the research aids. The research aids are the third. Okay, boom, three of those, perfect. And then also platform achievements for Steam, Xbox, Windows 10. Working on those actively. I'm literally waiting on one achievement to be unbugged so we can get the gold suit because I want the gold suit so bad. Everybody knows I want the gold suit. I want it. It's gonna be mine. It's gonna be mine. And things like that. And then updates released during early access. This is stuff that came out during the 1.0, or no, this came out before 1.0. The last 2 years we've been playing, 2016, December 16th, 2016, I believe is when Astroneer went in early access because my first video I ever uploaded to YouTube was December 18th, 2016, and it was Astroneer. So these are all things that have already been unlocked. If you guys want to check this out, link down below. I'm not going to talk about all these because there was a lot. Let's just tell you, from where the game came from to where it is now is insane, and I'm absolutely loving every minute of it. So that's kind of what's going on with this. Again, everything's linked down below. I tried to touch on everything in here for the most part. What I think. A lot of people associate my channel with Astroneer. Absolutely, I understand it. I've been playing Astroneer since like literally day 1 of my channel, and I still play it to this day. We still stream it. It's been like constantly going. So everybody's, that's who people associate with me. Astroneer, right? Perfect. But I do other stuff too. I promise I do other stuff. So please support the other stuff because I don't want to be a 1-game channel and then die when 1 game is not popular anymore. Like I've seen other channels, and I don't want it to please just I don't want that to happen. So yeah, this is pretty much it. I'm sorry it wasn't a super exciting video. I hope you guys were excited about this. I'm always excited about like what's going to go on in the future and things like that. So again, everybody always asks like, oh well, how did you get early access? How do you get access to all this stuff before? It's from doing this. It's from making these videos. They release some content to creators early so we can get you hyped for it, which definitely feel like happened because 1.0 we got access to, I think, what, Friday? The game came out Wednesday, so we had that time window to play it publicly to let all you guys see what was going on, and I feel like there was a lot of people excited about. There's still tons of people playing it right now. It's great. It's fantastic. We have a great community here. But huge shout out to the System Era Studios, System Era Software. Is this just Studios or Software? I don't even know. SES. It's SES. Huge shout out to them. They're very transparent when it comes to developing the games, what they're working on. They try to connect with everybody and tell everybody what's going on, and which is great because a lot of companies don't do that. They kind of like shut down and like they do their own thing behind closed doors. They don't tell anybody what's going on, and then all of a sudden it's like boom, there's this, and then people are like, but this sucks and I don't like this. But they're not like that. They're doing, I feel like they're doing what they should be, and like they're doing it right. They're doing it right. So huge shout out to them. Again, this is literally me checking out their Trello board, talking to you about what I think. So again, links are all down below for everything. And yeah, I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to cover in this video. I think it is. So yeah, I had a good time. This video is way longer than I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be like 10-minute video, 10-minute video. It's looking like it's about 30 minutes right now. So thank you guys for sticking to the end. I do appreciate it. Again, like, subscribe to the channel, helps out so much. You guys don't even know. But yeah, over on Twitch as well, Z1 Gaming on Twitch. But yeah, so we're gonna do a keyword. I like doing keywords at the end of videos because people comment it, and it's like, I don't know, it kind of makes me feel good that people watched all the way to the end, or they skipped to the end, and maybe, I don't know. We're gonna do the keyword of pajamas, because this is my favorite little Astroneer's pajamas. So we're gonna say pajamas is the keyword. Comment it down below. I'm just curious. If you guys don't want to, it's fine. It's nothing. But yeah. So huge shout out to you all, you guys. Huge shout out to Systemera, Astroneer, everybody that's working on it, all the creators that are, you know, just pushing this game, and I'm having a blast. So yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. It was just a lot of talking stuff. Yeah. I guess I will. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.